Hey YouTube, welcome back to my channel. So today's speed build is actually a speed build of the house that I used on my Bust the Dust playthrough. If you haven't seen that, I'll link it up above. But basically, I wanted to set up a house that would play through all the features of Bust the Dust. So you obviously you get two new aspirations with this pack. So I had created two Sims, and you're supposed to be able to have different levels of dusts on the different levels of the house. So, like, the top floor could be clean and the bottom floor could be dirty, or vice versa. So, I did set that up to try to replicate that, but as you will see in my videos, it did not quite go according to plan. Um, Aside from just having trouble getting dust levels where you would think should be. We had problems with the dust bunnies. Every time a dust bunny would spawn, it would spawn somewhere where you couldn't vacuum it up, um, and it didn't matter what vacuum it was. I tried different kinds of ways of doing it, and it just wouldn't work. Um, the toddlers have the check for dust option, but it doesn't do anything when you click on it. So, slight oversight there on that. And, you know, I was feeling pretty good about this pack. I really was. Just watching other people do gameplay on Bust the Dust and seeing the features that it had, I was feeling okay about it. But after I got to playing it and I started seeing just how many glitches and how many things weren't going the way they should be going in this pack, I've kind of reversed my decision on it. I'm not very happy with the kits. It feels like this kit was very rushed. It feels like it wasn't um, play tested as much as it should have been to make sure everything worked exactly how it did. And one of my big fears with the kits was it was going to turn into fast cash grabs. Just quick ways for EA to make money. Not that they don't need to make money, because obviously they need to make money off this game, and for us to continue to have it. But I didn't want to see a Sims 3 store where it was just a bunch of microtransactions for things that took very little time and effort to put into. And I kind of feel like they didn't really put in the time and effort into this kit that it should have had. Not to say that it's a bad kit, it's just it has a bunch of bugs. It has a bunch of glitches. And of course, with any new gameplay item that comes out, there will always be bugs and glitches. That's just how it works. But that being said, with this, I know the Sims team knew that the kits would probably have some backlash about it, and I really feel like they should have put in the extra effort to try to reduce that as much as they could. This was not the time to have all of these bugs and glitches in your game pack. A few I can understand, but this was too many to be considered a few. So I am back to being very, very cautious towards these kits because, um, it, there has to be a quality behind the work. Now, I haven't played with the Country Kitchen kit yet, but from what I've seen, it looks like that kit has a bunch of different build items that are different. It looks like they put a little more um, what's the word? A little more effort into it to make it a little better than maybe this one. I don't know. I haven't played it. I've gone back and forth on if I want to buy that kit or not. Um, I don't think I would end up using it a whole lot, especially in my builds. But we'll see. But anyway, for this house, this top floor, I am using the color white a whole lot here. And the reason for it is this will be where my cleaner sim lives. My sim with the pristine aspiration will be. So obviously, since he wants to keep everything kind of clean, I kind of wanted to make it look a little bit clean. And what's a better way to make things look clean than white? So I use a lot of white on the upstairs here, just trying to drive that point home. I ended up using a lot of stuff from the Laundry Day pack. I love the Laundry Day pack when we got it. It was really great. Um, Working on his small bathroom. Now, coming up here in a second, I'm going to end up placing a plant, and you'll only see it for a second. But the plant, that one, I believe, that plant is from the Paranormal pack. And I didn't notice this until the other day reading through the description of it. That plant in the first sentence has the word generations twice in it. And then I've seen reviews on the Country Kitchen Pack how there are things that say the word generations. And there are some other things in the Paranormal Pack that have generations in it. So now, The Sims is notorious for leaving little hints in the descriptions of items as to what their new packs will be. We saw it in Snowy Escape. They had the paranormal plates, and then very next thing we got was a paranormal pack. There were hints for the Star Wars pack. So I'm kind of wondering, is that supposed to be a hint that The Sims 4 will be getting a Generations expansion pack? And I really, really hope it is because I loved The Sims 3 Generations expansion pack. It was my favorite my favorite expansion pack of that game, and there are so many cool things they could do with a generation expansions pack for The Sims 4. I would love to see proms and school dances and different schools to send your kids to. I would love to see elders having the option of having canes or stuff like that. So, I mean, there is just so much they could do with a Generations expansion pack. And I'm really, really hoping, fingers crossed, that's what's coming next. And I'm really, really hoping it will be a good one because ooh, after these kits, they're gonna need something good. They really are. They're gonna need something good up their sleeve to kind of reboost excitement in the Sims community. I will say something I liked about the Dust Bunnies though is when you can get to them, they can provide you with like a ton of money. I watched Little Simsy's video on trying to get rich off of dust bunnies, and I think she got a one of those 10,000 simoleon gold frogs. So, I mean, they can help you. You can make a career just off the dust bunnies. So and plus they're cute. I mean, come on, you can't look at those dust bunnies and not say that they're not adorable. Come on. So obviously this kit does have some good things in it. I wish it would have been done a little better. I wish maybe it feels like it was rushed. It feels like it really does. And if that's going to be what kits end up becoming, just rushed packs that end up having a bunch of bugs and a bunch of glitches, I just can't get behind that. I'm okay with trying to find ways for EA to boost profit because I do understand that they need to make money. Otherwise, we're not going to have the Sims. But at the same time, there has to be quality behind your work. But this is the house that I used. Again, I'll link up above to my playthrough of Bust the Dust so you can watch that and see. Um, I'm I'm really hoping it gets better. I hope they fix those glitches, and I hope future packs that or kits that they make. I'll never get used to calling them kits. I think I'm always going to end up calling them packs. But I'm hoping future kits that they make that they definitely put more time into. Just like I said, it goes behind having quality in your work. Um, but I actually really liked how this house came out. It was just a very quick build. It wasn't supposed to be anything fancy or overly nice, but just looking back at the stills of it, I really think it came out pretty cool. And there are 100 different ways you could use this house. I use this house as a playthrough of Bust the Dust, but this could be used a million different ways, gameplay wise. So I'm kind of excited to see what you guys do with it. So if you end up using this house from the gallery, and I will link below where you can find it in the gallery, let me know. Send me a message. I'm curious how my houses get used sometimes. But if you like this video, make sure you hit that like button and subscribe. That really does help us out. And I will see you next time. Bye.